Let me tell you something. When a man of true value leaves, it doesn't just create an empty space in her life, it leaves an echo, a void that no other man can easily fill. See, society has sold the idea that men are replaceable, but reality proves otherwise. She might act unbothered. She might post on social media like she's thriving, surrounding herself with distractions, trying to convince the world and herself that she's fine. But deep inside, that's a whole different story. Because, my friend, here's the truth. You were her rock. You were her stability. You were the standard she didn't realize she needed until it was gone. And now she's waking up to a hard lesson, one that every woman eventually learns. A high-value man isn't easily replaced. At first, she convinces herself she's better off. I don't need him. She repeats it like a mantra, trying to silence the voice in her head. But then time starts playing tricks on her. The men she meets aren't you. The conversations don't feel the same. The way you made her feel, she can't find that elsewhere. And that's when it hits her. You weren't just an option. You were the foundation. A man of value doesn't just provide love. He provides direction. His presence is felt. He brings a sense of order, a sense of stability, a sense of protection. But here's the thing. She didn't realize how much she depended on that until it was no longer there. When you walked away, she might have felt a temporary relief, freedom, a fresh start. But what she doesn't understand is that real strength isn't in leaving. Real strength is in sustaining something valuable. And when a man like you exits her life, that loss isn't immediate, but when it hits like a tidal wave. You see, men and women handle breakups differently. A man mourns in silence, he processes, and then he moves forward. But a woman revisits the past. She overanalyzes. She plays the memories on repeat, searching for the moment when things change. And the longer time stretches, the clearer it becomes. At first, she'll tell herself you weren't that special. She'll try to numb the feeling, drown it out with attention from others. But soon, reality will expose the truth. The men she's replacing you with don't measure up. They don't bring that same strength, that same presence, that same level of certainty. And that's when she starts missing you. A man of value moves on with purpose. He doesn't linger in what was because he knows his worth doesn't decrease just because someone failed to see it. But a woman, she will replay the last conversation. She will wonder if she made the right decision. And when she realizes what she lost, that's when the regret settles in. She won't tell you. She won't admit it. But trust me, she feels your absence way more than you ever felt hers. Most men don't realize this, but the moment you stop chasing, the moment you walk away with your head high, something shifts. You're no longer the one seeking approval. You're no longer the one trying to prove your worth. Instead, you become the prize. Because, my friend, a man who knows his value never begs to be kept. And that's the difference. She needs you far more than you ever needed her. So let me leave you with this. Next time you think she moved on easily, understand this. The loss of a high-value man is a wound that time only makes deeper. Stay focused, keep building, and remember, you were never the one who needed to be saved. She may walk away like she never cared, like your presence in her life was just another chapter she willingly closed. But what she won't show, what she won't admit, not even to herself at first, is the silent pain of regret creeping in when the dust settles. At first, she's convinced she made the right decision. She fills the space with distractions, with new faces, with the illusion that she's moved on effortlessly. But deep inside, There's a part of her wrestling with something she can't quite define, an unsettling emptiness that no amount of attention or social validation can erase. When a man of value exits her life, the loss isn't instant. It's a slow realization that builds over time. In the beginning, she's relieved, she feels free, convinced that she's finally stepping into something better. She might even tell herself that she never truly needed you. She crafts a narrative where she was the strong one, the one who made the choice to leave, the one who's in control. And for a while, she believes it. She posts, she smiles, she embraces the illusion of being unbothered, but reality has a way of creeping in during the quiet moments. She starts comparing, she meets new men, engages in new conversations, but something feels different. The depth isn't there, the connection is shallow, the laughter isn't as real, and that's when it begins, the slow unraveling of everything she thought she wanted. Because what she doesn't realize at first is that you weren't just another guy, you were a presence, a foundation, an energy that she unknowingly leaned on. And now that you're gone, that absence is louder than she ever expected.